Hey guys, welcome to John's house. John Stewart's the producer and he owns the studio just down there. Love is how I choose. Somehow I'm alright when I feel the floor push back under my own shoes. So what are we doing today? We are tracking hopefully 3 songs. We've just finished we're about halfway through the 4th. But we spend a good couple hours each song sort of working out the details, the ornamentations and stuff like that before we actually start, laying the parts down. Because, I have ideas in my head about how they sound and I've got my demos set and everything, and as soon as these guys get to it, they have a whole bunch of different ideas and we're like, oh damn, I never heard it in that way. So, we're trying out different versions of the songs and trying to find a nice blend of of my ideas and their abilities. I cannot tell you where the truth is better said. So this morning we tracked Secrets Up My Sleeve. That one's taken a bit of a different approach. I imagined it's sort of like quite processed and synthy and everything like that, but now we're kind of bringing it back to it being quite piano based, and the chords are quite romantic. That song is sort of all my songs are sort of sensitive subjects, but that one in particular is about the information you choose to withhold from people you care about. Sometimes too much truth can hurt, basically. So that's kind of what that song's about. If you got secrets up your sleeve, better go where the time is right. 'Cause everyone's desperate to believe. Now we wait for the dirty desire. At the moment we're doing Tightly Lightly. That song is a funky one, kind of a funky, hard-hitting one with some great bass stuff in it. That one is, I am a real scatterbrain at times and I lose track of things, and so it's sort of my reminder to myself to be present, to breathe, and to think of only the things that are in my control, which is very little really. The last 6 months, really intensely, I've been working non-stop on refining the demos, fixing, rewriting the lyrics, trying to hone the stories, going through different instrumentational versions, different ideas. But I've finally settled, I've got about 12 songs and I've finally cut it down to about 8 that I really like and I think are quite homogenous together, but still really different in terms of their tone and their topic and feel. That took probably a good 2 years to come to. Practically speaking, I've been sort of looking for the right musicians for this for ages, and I know I've worked with a lot of fantastic musicians, but finding the guys that can rock out, but also have the nuance and the sort of the romantic sensibilities that is in my music. It's quite influenced by, theatre and classical music, even though it's a sort of rock band setup. Finding the guys that could sort of do justice to all those sides was difficult. And also finding the right producer that would take an interest in it. So John's awesome. He's a multi-instrumentalist and he plays a lot of everything, but he's a fantastic guitarist. And he's also a cinematic arranger as well, so he's written a lot for film. So he sort of understands the narrative thing that I'm going for, as well as being a singer-songwriter. And so he's taken a particular interest in my stuff because it sort of blends the singer-songwriter feel with the narrative theatrical style of writing, at least in structure. And so finding him was awesome. My mate Obton, who is just my everything go-to guy, put me in touch with John, and then I played him my stuff and he took an interest, and we started talking about who would be good to play on this record, what kind of arrangements, what direction we would take it in. And this environment is just perfect because it's like my hometown basically. And I think the slightly country feel, the removed feel, lends itself to my playing, So I hope this whole sort of project to be finished end of May, at the latest early June, start touring it, start playing wherever I can. Yeah, so keep your ears out, be excited because it's going to sound ridiculous.